fucked her best friend. She wanted to be a lesbian. Me too. Fat bitch from the E2. Back boom on E2. Beat you. Slide to your own walls. Ebony, POV. Met you on Pornhub. Hashtag all cash. Fat ass no war.
Ow. There you go. Trying to open this
the Candy Lady
Sour
returns.
Patch Kids
The Candy Lady returns.
the bag of the week. Right, that's what we need to do. The bag of the week.
What's the bag of the week?
Because Jen is the Candy Lady.
So we're gonna start that. We're gonna start that now. What's the bag of the week?
Is Sour Patch Kids. Yeah, the mango joints though.
Hey, do that again.
Had these joints though.
Do that again.
No, you don't get that. You don't get that. Nah,
you gotta pay for the next one.
They ain't ready for that. Well, now what's up, huh?
What's going on, everybody?
Just in case this y'all first time tuning in,
this is
the one,
the only,
the
Two Real Radio.
I am Jen Strong, lover of life. We in here once again.
Your man Chuck distracted like a mug right now, but it's all right though.
And I am your man C.
What's up, man?
Great to be here.
Sure, I can't
Happy to
take
be
my
here.
eyes off these bottles.
Happy to be here, y'all. Happy
The
to be
alcoholic
alive.
in me is excited.
Let's address
Once
the
again.
elephant in the room right now. They probably like, what y'all been doing
What
there?
the
It's
fuck
like,
is going on?
I'm
I
about to
figure
find
like
out,
this.
though.
Like, okay, so we could have went with a heavy show today. You know, we could have done something heavy, but instead it's Howard Homecoming. You know,
HU. There we go.
yeah, they're doing their thing. Medea's tearing
Shout
up the
out.
campus.
Shout out.
You know what I'm saying? And I figure just keep
I
it
saw her
light.
twerking.
Just
She got
keep
the
it light.
video, the twerk video.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
on.
you know, it's just not my thing. You know what I mean? But shout out, you
Yeah,
know,
shout out. Yeah,
that
shout
joint
out
at like
right there.
that joint
Shout
at
out
like
to Medea.
700 or 400,000 or something already. Like you know,
Shout out to Howard.
yeah, shout
Yeah,
out to
shout
Howard
out
for
to
that.
Howard,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Shout
Doing
out
it
to
big. It's
DC,
gonna be
all
live
that.
this weekend. It's gonna be a little wet, but it's definitely gonna be live. Yeah, I missed a hell of a showcase earlier.
Yeah, you said it was a Howard, like a Howard show.
Yeah, right here. It
right?
was. Well, I mean, it was just live, man. The energy was lovely. You know what I'm saying? The people was lovely. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, you already know Howard homecoming, like you know, I ain't never go to Howard, but we always went to Howard homecoming. I mean, you already know. how
This
that
is one of
goes,
those
like,
events. If you live in the area,
you
this is
here,
one of
you
those
there.
things. It was a Caribbean Fest, Georgia
Georgia
Avenue Day.
Avenue Day.
Yeah, you know, Unifest.
Unifest.
You gotta get out of there.
That's back in the
Just
day.
gotta get out of there early before they start shooting.
Right, don't stay. Don't
Gotta
stay in the
come
pit,
early
right.
and don't stay late. You know what I'm saying?
Then remember one of these
Or just
shootings
have an
that
escape.
one time? It was
an
the
escape
chick
plan.
ran into the. Remember she ran into everybody?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I think that might have been the last year I was there.
That one.
I had left early. They stopped. Look, my thing is this: with any type of event in DC, once they start fighting, it's time to go home. I don't care how big the event is. I don't care if they fighting up on Park Road and we're down here on. It's time to go home. Once they start fighting, it's time to go home because in a minute they're gonna start shooting.
So you know the next
Every
step,
time, every time I've gotten home, I look at the news and they were shooting. I know that's why I left. It was coming. I could feel it. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that was that. But it's not this weekend,
And
y'all.
I was right there. I was right there.
I was a couple of times. I was right there, and I told everybody, "Let's go. Come on, yeah, we can go home." My excuse is always, "Come on, let's go get high, and we get high comfortably." You know what I'm saying? We can go smoke comfortably. We ain't gotta hide behind the wall and all that over there, right there. You ain't gotta hide behind the wall and shit. You know, just we can go, and of course, you know, bang, 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 bang every time. I'd be calling that shit.
Yeah.
But
The city is changing a little bit though, but yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
I mean,
like,
look,
but yeah,
one of
you
the
are.
benefits of gentrification. We hate it, but you know, I don't have to look at the ugly house on the block no more. It's a little safer. It's less shootings. So I'm not happy with gentrification at all, which is bullshit. So this week, what happened this week?
This weekend
This
is
fucking week, man. This guy. This fucking guy.
Got the main thing that happened this week. You already know the
Fucking
drop a bomb on them.
drunk 13, 14 of them Jones. So randomly early this week, some guys, you know, in the mail, bombs are coming. Just getting them at Robert De Niro's restaurant. The Obamas are getting them. The Clintons are getting them.
try and get the Obamas. Oh no.
Cory Booker's getting them.
Crossing the
Fucking
line.
Yeah, he sent them to everybody, right?
Auntie Maxine Waters is getting them. You know what I'm saying? Now she
Crossing
seemed
the
like
line.
somebody aunt. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that, baby.
Everybody's
That just seemed
aunt.
like some shit.
Right,
she
like
said.
everybody, right?
Right.
The aunt, right?
Her and Jennifer
The aunt.
Lewis, man. I'm
Jennifer
telling you,
Lewis,
them.
everybody mother.
Everybody, mother, everybody, aunt.
I
you
love
know
her.
what I'm saying?
Shout out to Jennifer Lewis.
Go put on a sweater type, you know, go like, yes, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? Yes, ma'am. But anyway, sent bombs to all of
Nobody
Trump's
was hurt, though.
enemies.
Nobody
You see
was
his
hurt, though.
van there?
Yeah, his van. Yeah. So
that
the
was
crazy
a
thing
dead
is,
giveaway right there. You look at his van.
did you pin that Fox News tried to blur? Have you seen that? You'll see.
Nah,
it.
see, I didn't see that.
So Fox
yeah.
News tried to blur the side of his van,
So you couldn't.
so you
really
couldn't see all of the pro-Trump, anti, everybody else stickers. The Target
Yeah,
practice,
Target practice,
Target,
yeah,
the
Target
Target, the joint on
face and all
people's
that.
faces,
That's what
and
they supposed to do.
Yeah.
shout out to
Crazy.
Fox News
Protect
for
that
that.
man.
Yeah, but this guy, man, 56-year-old Caesar Sayoc, I think it is, whatever, sent 14 bombs to all those different people, man. I mean, just crazy. Now, I'm curious to see what Trump is going to say about it, if he
Nothing.
says
Probably-
anything about
probably
it.
nothing. I mean, he already had a chance to talk about it. I mean,
They tried to make him Native American, too. They tried to say
Not
this
gonna
guy
say
was
anything.
Native American. They were trying to pin him as being Native American, and then they tried to say that the Democrats are sending bombs to themselves.
Right, to make martyrs out of them, so that I heard the spin.
The
I heard the spin.
shenanigans.
But that's why I say that joint's just frustrating, man.
send
But
a
like you
bomb to
say,
myself.
glad that those bombs got intercepted though.
And
And-
fake like it's from somebody else.
But shit, he might not be by himself though. That was a
Nah, he
big
not
joint.
by-
though. He sent out 14 bombs. How you don't do that by yourself?
He could. Why not?
Shit, how?
Crazy Trump
They all was
fanatic?
from the same spot too. Like they said, they all originated.
Yeah, that's
in
they
Florida, so-
the idiot. I mean, that's why you know he did it, because the dumbass dropped all the packages off at the same place. Like, I'm gonna drop these 14 off right here. Y'all gonna stamp them, put y'all,
Right.
and you
But
gonna
then
see
See, I
me
they-
on
wouldn't be
camera.
surprised if it was
but
like some
then-
inside shit though.
But then nobody caught that at the place.
Well, I mean, you
Like
can
y'all
send
that
out.
stupid.
Well,
Like
you know, we got PayPal. I guess they weren't.
y'all didn't have no dog. Y'all didn't send it through no special machine. Y'all
Them
just
net-
shipped it
I'm
on out.
thinking now that you saying that, I'm thinking
But
the
nah, they
names.
did, no, they did catch it though.
The
at
names
what's name,
should-
though. They caught it at the
At where?
at the post though.
But then that shit should have never left.
No. I think like maybe one or two left, but they said that was the one he actually like dropped off at the place. But they saying the other ones. That's why I'm telling you. I think it might be more to it than
Well, we gonna find
just this
out.
one
This is
dude. It's
ridiculous.
like
This is-
because all of them didn't get intercepted though.
This is
The
the
majority of them did though.
yeah, no.
How did they
See,
even get that far?
That's what I'm saying.
this is this is Trump's America, man. This is, and he's not gonna. This is not his rhetoric that is inciting these acts at all.
That's the
These
US
are
Postal
just.
Service
Yeah, he
doing
ain't
that?
gonna
U.S.
admit to
Postal
that.
Service doing that?
I don't know, man. I wouldn't be surprised.
You
Though.
know what
I
I'm
wouldn't.
saying?
I wouldn't put it past him.
Man, you can send anything in the
I
mail,
wouldn't.
man.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't.
You can send
at
anything
all.
in the mail. Look. You can send.
gonna
Look at
send this
look,
bomb.
Look at me. Look at me. You can send
It's
anything in the mail.
It's gonna
They just-
actually
they're not checking
arrive.
that
It's
shit.
gonna arrive at the place.
They're not checking it. They're not checking the mail. So this dude, yeah, he's not Native American. Stop putting that on them. Y'all trying to mess them. People are already messed up. Y'all trying to put that on them, because he had a lot of Native American stuff around his van and on his van. I guess to tip him off. That's weird, right? A Native American guy pro-Trump. You know what I'm saying? Just
Hey, you got a lot of them out
yeah,
there, man.
get
You
out
got
there
the-
and
you got the
vote,
black
man.
folks
Get
that are
out there
pro-Trump,
and
so, I mean,
vote.
you got
Get
them
out
out
there
there.
and vote.
But yeah, man, this is looking good right here, though, man. So what we got on the docket?
So today, yeah, man. Let's look past all this. We got Miss Ebony Simone from Twin Valley Distillery.
Yeah.
First distillery in Montgomery
Maryland,
County
right?
in
In Montgomery
over
County,
in
right?
over 100 years. Since
Since prohibition. Did y'all hear that?
what was y'all
Since
doing?
prohibition.
What happened?
There we go.
Why not? We'll figure out why. Why? That
And
was
this
the
one
only
right here,
one.
though, that's the one I want to check. out.
Everybody got that eye on something.
It's that fruit punch joint. That's what I'm saying.
I just
Yeah,
want
like
to
that fruit
sample. I
punch
just want to
joint.
go down the line.
You
I don't know if
decide.
I can make it down the line, though, man.
Oh, you
I
gotta
might
drink
have
them all.
to pick
Just
like one or two to taste. I'm driving.
I'll
You ain't got
pick a
no
guinea pig.
loaf of bread or no cracker. You need something to sock and soak that shit
No,
up.
just a little swiggy swig.
That's what's up, though.
Just a
Yeah, nah,
But-
I definitely want to try this out.
But she's,
What
I'm
was
sure
it?
you'll be all right. Right. Nobody's
And then
pouring
I'm sure
glasses
she can
and
explain
shit.
all the different types too, and like how you get this and that.
We're not going that far, but
Right.
we're gonna take a quick break and
Quick
quick break.
Miniature.
We're gonna get her up
Miniature
here.
break.
We're gonna get into these lovely spirits.
Yeah, let's do it.
Tour Radio. Be right back.
Fucking somebody do it. Oh! 22, 24, 26, 32 ounce pretty blue. Stuff in your puff pig, snuffing with my fuck stick. 22 cent booty pig, 24 make movie flick. 26 mile high club, 3 Sims in the bathtub. Geechee for the lap up. Pray to God you meet each other in the mall or something. Ask you to hate me, cause I fucked her best friend. She wanted to be a lesbian. Me too, fat bitch on the E2. Back boom on E2. Beat you, slide to your own walls. Ebony, POV, met you on Pornhub. Hashtag, all cats, fat ass, no water. Bookings, money daughter. Oh!
We back, y'all.
There we go.
So happy to be back with you all.
Get in my box.
Impressed.
What's up? Yeah.
I be hating. I be hating a little
Don't
bit.
hate the box, though. Don't hate the box. It's,
You be having fun down there, John. I gotta see you.
it's
in
like
your
I'm
own
in my own.
box.
It's like I ain't even with y'all. Like I'm in my own little, my own little space, man.
Chuck, can you hear us? Chuck, can you? We have Chuck tuning in.
So we got some good stuff up here right
Yo,
now.
it smells amazing.
Live radio.
I would almost wear cologne that smelled something like this, but you're going to jail every time. Every time you get pulled over, you're going
It
to jail.
smells like alcohol.
You smell
I smell
like
it
whiskey.
all on them.
No, I'm not drinking. Honestly, I can smell it all on you. And then with how it is being black, I'm definitely going there. I can't explain. It's my cologne. But we had. Do we have another phone thing? You want mine?
Please.
You want mine?
Yeah, I'm struggling over here. Sorry.
Trying to prop everything up. That's all right.
Yeah, trying to
You
prop
can
this
have, you
up.
can have mine.
Okay.
No,
No,
we're
the
recording.
holder,
We need
the-
a little holder
so she can
thing
put her phone up. Yeah.
with Bobby.
I'm going live on my.
It's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
My Insta.
You guys get to look at me now.
There you go.
Sorry about
All
that.
right. There we go. Had to adjust real quick.
Like I
Are
said
we
before, it
ready to
smells
go?
amazing. So we are.
Y'all,
joined-
look, y'all, look, y'all, look, y'all. Look at all these pretty bottles.
She's
Maybe
excited.
bigger.
I
I
don't
like
even
that.
drink like that, but it's
See
just
that?
pretty.
I
One
don't.
of them.
I like that. Huh?
What?
You want one?
Oh, hey.
That one over.
Y'all don't have to look at me.
Hi.
Okay, so we are joined.
I want to get you in there too. You're so pretty.
By Ebony. Ebony.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you for
Y'all- go ahead.
coming
You
to
got
the
it.
show.
So you can introduce yourself.
Thank you for
please.
inviting me.
Thank you for
Hey,
coming.
welcome to the
We
show.
appreciate you coming to our show.
I always see like other interviews and stuff on from this studio, so it's cool that I'm here.
Good. I'm
Yeah,
glad,
hey,
I'm glad
welcome.
you're glad to be
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Really
Tell
cool
us a little bit
studios here,
about
too.
yourself and what it is that you do.
Okay, so I'm Ebony, and I actually.
Get up in the mic.
Okay, so I'm from Rockville, right around the corner from where the distillery is. And for some random reason, well, I know why, but I always liked the idea of alcohol, even before I could drink. I like the way that it brings people together, and you have a lot of fun. You get a little
Makes them
loose.
jolly and
Yeah.
When done correctly.
Exactly.
When done
Moderation.
correctly. Yeah,
Exactly.
moderation.
So
Fine.
I really enjoyed that aspect of it. And so, I always thought about it. I always, try to come up with like different like flavors and designs
Mix and
for
stuff.
bottles and but I just didn't know how. Then when I discovered that they were like around the corner from where I grew up. I was like, I have to go be a part of that. So I went on the tour.
So don't miss the part that this is your passion.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
This
I spoke all of this
passion.
into
She was into this
existence.
from a long time ago. She didn't just
Yeah.
jump. She didn't just jump into it. This was something that's in her soul.
Yes.
So go ahead.
Yes. So when I found out that they were there, I went on a tour just as like a regular person, and then told the owner about.
Told the owner.
Yeah, I told the owner that I was interested in this, and I had just had my son, so I wasn't ready to do anything at that time. And then as he got a little older, I was like, all right. I hit him up on a Tuesday, and I'm like, hey, I'm really interested in learning how to make it. And he's like, okay, it's going to cost $3,000. And I'm like, okay. So how about I come work for you?
Right.
And so the next day I go in and I meet him. So this is Tuesday, I give him a call. Wednesday, I walk in, and then he meets me, and I'm talking about like interested in doing an event. So he thought that I was like, I didn't understand it as messy. And I'm like, no, I understand everything of it. So then that night he texts me, he's like, all right, we'll have a private party on Friday. You want to go? You want to do it? And I was like, yeah. So then I go in on Thursday, and then I do the private party on Friday, and then Saturday I have my first farmer's market, and then I've been with them ever since.
Wow.
Did y'all hear how she didn't
Yeah,
take
the
no
speed,
full answer?
right.
Shoot your shot, man.
She didn't take no full answer.
Shoot
He
your
tried to
shot,
say,
bro.
"Oh, it's $3,000." She said, "Okay, well, look, now I'm not gonna do that, but
Right. I was like,
Right,
okay.
I'm not doing that. But what I will do is I
Right.
can work for you,
And I'll
still
save
get
up
the
my
knowledge,
money.
and
Right.
still
You still
don't
moving
take no
forward,
full
too, right?
answer.
That was amazing.
Right.
Yeah, the answer.
gotta
If you don't ask, the
Get
answer's
in
already
there
no.
right.
when you get in there.
Shoot your
That's
shot.
right.
Right. But after a couple days of him seeing how interested I was and how
So that you was serious.
Right. He's like, all right, look, this could be mutually beneficial here. So you work for me, and I'll let you do you. And so he is actually extremely encouraging. He's ready for me to come up with my own stuff. So
So all this is made here. Everything is.
everything is made in one location. So we're in Rockville on East Goody, if any of you are familiar. I'm sure
Rockville, East
Yes.
Goody.
somebody knows what that means. You know, a lot of people from around here might not know. But yep, and so our grains are from Montgomery County Farms. We do everything ourselves
Local.
on site. So there is no outsourcing of our production of any kind. We mash, ferment, distill, bottle, label, barrel, cut up, chop up, whisk up, cook up,
Everything that
everything.
need to be done. y'all do
Exactly,
it.
in-house.
Start to finish.
Yep,
That's-
yep.
that's
And this is
what's
not
up.
even everything. I have a lot of things here, and this is still not it.
Yeah.
So,
I
So
like
they
the
got a
labels.
vast
They definitely
array
have
of
some
products.
real cool labels too.
yeah.
that they working on and perfecting.
Absolutely. And we're growing. We're established in 2013. Production started May 1st, 2014. So in the grand scheme of things, we're new, but we've been around for a few years now, and things are going well. We're all over Maryland and DC, bars, restaurants, and liquor
So what's the
stores.
name of the company?
Twin Valley Distillers.
Twin Valley
Twin
Distillery.
Valley Distillers.
Yeah, we're on Facebook, Instagram,
There we go.
Twitter. all
At
that kind
Twin
of
Valley
stuff.
Distillers.
Cool.
Yep,
Yep.
at Twin Valley Distillers.
At Twin Valley Distillers. Y'all go
Yeah.
follow them right now.
So what are some of the flavors we have? Like what
All
are
right,
some of these
so-
goodies that we have up here? Yeah.
We make bourbon, rum, vodka, and then from there we either bottle it up, put it in barrels, or make flavors from it. So, and then we have a few in each category. So this black label here, formerly known as Raven for Edgar Allan Poe. We like to keep a lot of Maryland references.
Right.
Okay.
But somebody got jealous.
there
There
you
was
go.
like a Raven distillery, so they got jealous, so we had to change our name. But this is like basically like our staple here. That's our single cask bourbon with rye. That one's gonna have some peppery notes. A classic bourbon drinker is gonna really appreciate that one. And then
That's me.
The peppery
All
notes.
of them are kind of the same. It's just a matter of how long they age and things like that.
there are subtle variations that kind of like that do make a difference. So the 1812 is a blended bourbon. So we also have so this is a bourbon with rye. We also have a bourbon with wheat. This one's peppery. The
Wheat.
Yes.
Wheat, y'all. Wheat.
It's not legal in Maryland for recreation just yet. So
Wheat.
it's wheat with a T. Maybe
Give it a
later.
minute, give it a
Maybe
minute.
later, once Maryland gets it together, we could talk about some things.
Hey, hit me up. I'll tell you how to infuse it.
But it's
get
good
it from
like
them,
this
and
for
then I'll
now.
tell you how to take it over.
It's
to the
good
next
like this for
level.
now. We about to get into how good it is right now. I see the little
It is
cup.
my thing right here.
Yes,
the little cups.
We are.
I'm a whiskey. I'm a whiskey guy myself. I'm a used to do the cognac and everything. I like the whiskey. I like the way it burns, man.
Yeah.
And I like.
I
it,
never
you know.
really did that, but I like in movies and stuff how they just pour a little bit in the cup.
Oh yeah, I'm not a like I
that's
don't
all
like.
I
All
Yeah.
you need is a little bit.
I drink Bullet. That's my
I do.
Bullet. That's my.
Bullet slip.
Yeah.
That's
If
the
I'm
only
out
thing I drink. Yeah.
and we don't have
I
our
get
stuff
get a
there,
double Bullet.
I'll
Yeah.
go for Bullet. But I did not drink whiskey until I started working for this company. I was drinking like rum and red wine, craft beer every now and then.
So what you do, like a few shots? Am I right when you just pour a little bit in the glass, or you do how
You're
much? do you
supposed to
pour in the
sip
glass?
it.
Sip it.
It's just
So
like you
make it
kind
right.
of like, okay, so the Black Label is a single cast barrel, and so it has like a lot of different flavors. It's really filling in your mouth. It kind of lingers a little bit. Whereas the 1812 is a blended bourbon, so that one is a little bit more mellow. That one you can mix. So if you want to have like some Coke or a fruity drink, or old fashioned Manhattan, you can use the 1812. It has a shorter finish, doesn't linger. It's like one of
It's
our
more
most
like
popular.
All the
Smooth.
whiskey
Smooth.
drinkers
Yeah,
know
it's-
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
About the lingering and the
Yeah.
finish.
Yeah. I'm hip.
The way it hit the back of your throat.
Right, but this rye, that one's really spicy. That's my favorite.
Yeah, right.
Now what's
Yeah.
this one I'm looking at? This fruit punch.
Oh,
thing
the
right
fruit
there.
punch.
Yeah.
Okay, so the fruit punch actually uses our barreled rum, this Black Label over here. So the barreled rum is our rum that we put into a bourbon barrel. Yeah. And then from there, we have made several flavors, including the fruit punch. And it's also in the eggnog, which is right next to it. So it's in the punch and the eggnog. So the punch is strawberry, guava, mango, and pineapple juices.
Dang.
I think I'm gonna try
Sound
that
pretty
one.
good.
It's-
yeah.
it's like
so that's
almost
not
like an
mixed.
island
It's not
style
mixed.
punch.
Is it a mixed drink or it's actual? It's
You
the
can
liquor,
enjoy that
like,
right on ice.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
like that, or add something carbonated if you like, a little ginger
What are we
ale
talking
or something like
percentages
that.
here? What are we talking about here? We're talking.
The fruit punch. So Port Antonio is in Jamaica. The owner is Costa Rican. His wife is Jamaican, and so that's like a tribute to her family there. We also have sorrel. I didn't bring that one, so
And I see
Coast
right here
sorrow.
on here,
Sorrow.
gluten-free
Sorrow.
vodka.
sorrel.
Oh,
For everybody that's
oh.
gluten-free.
Sorrow, like oh shit.
Now,
We got that for you too.
So this,
Right?
Gluten-free.
Are they
Yes.
all gluten free or just
No, the vodkas and rums are gluten free. So gluten is like
the
in
enemy of everything.
right? So
war
that
on
was going to
gluten.
be in the grains, like the rye
Right.
and the wheats and stuff like that. But the rum is a sugarcane byproduct, and then vodka is distilled a lot more times than the whiskeys. So
Okay.
it just kills that or cancels out the gluten.
Distilled so many times, it just kills it right on.
No, we skipped
Right.
over a holiday
Leaving only
favorite.
the alcohol, it's leaving only the burn behind.
Right. So 2 holiday favorites. You got some parties coming up, or you have people over,
Is that
or
with
you
the
got a
apple?
break and you just want to
Oh, yeah,
enjoy
yeah,
yourself a
yeah.
little bit extra. We have an apple cinnamon with
kids.
real cinnamon sticks in every bottle.
Mm.
Much easier than a Fireball, no antifreeze included. Okay. It's very clean. It's our bourbon, our apple juice, and cinnamon sticks, and that's it. So you're gonna taste the difference. It's not like it doesn't taste fake and syrupy or just kind
Yeah,
of like
Fireball tastes
artificially
like
intense.
Big Red and sugar.
Yeah, it do taste like big red. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's not. I don't understand how you go to the bar and women are like Fireball shots, and I'm like, no.
No.
Remember schnapps though? The cinnamon schnapps.
Never
You
had
remember
it.
that? Oh, now that's
See,
like
I
really
like
like you said with the
I
syrupy
started.
and
I started
all
on
that.
Hennessy, right?
Okay.
And I started way too early. I was like 13, 12 or some shit like that. And I started on Hennessy, so I went from Hennessy to Remy to I think Goose and stuff like that, and then to back to Hennessy, and then to whiskey.
Well, those were the go-tos. I mean, uncles always
So I never
had
did.
Hennessy in the
Then I had the
cabinets.
old uncle who was like, if you mix it, you'll be drunk. And then so I stopped mixing stuff. So I just drink everything straight. Now, is there a proper way to? Because they always get on me about how I drink stuff. Is there a proper way to drink each of these?
People always ask that, and you drink however you want to drink.
Right.
But, when you have some like whiskeys that are like single cask like here, or even like some of the dark rum or a gin, sometimes people, even though they do mix in like a gin and tonic or something like that, but sometimes people just like to put it on ice or just add a touch of water to kind of expand the flavors a little bit.
Water
like
is
that.
key. I mean, water.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look, like you gotta in between. You gotta get you
Add
some water
water
in
to,
between.
man.
Yeah, you can add
Into
water
the
too.
drink?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll like
yeah,
put a
yeah.
few drops of water
Put a
in
little
their
shot in that
glass.
joint, right?
Shout out to water.
Yeah, shit.
Right?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You right.
I got
Yeah, there
some
you
right
go.
here.
But I mean,
You need the
Okay.
water, though,
The ice.
man.
the
Yep.
ice does the same
The
thing.
ice
You know what I'm
cut
saying?
it.
The liquor dilutes the ice quickly. Eats it. Eats it right away. So that's.
Used to think, oh yeah, you being soft, you got ice in your shit. It's like, nah. Actually, you realize as you get older, you know what I mean. It's like, yeah, shit. You need
Yeah,
to
I
cut it
don't-
with just
I
a little bit
don't
of
do
that
ice.
water,
Is it because it's
I hate ice.
concentrated?
Period.
Just because for
It
real.
is a concentrated product.
No weird.
But it also
Well,
stops a hangover
it's
too,
natural.
though. Like if you got a little bit of water.
Dehydration.
Right.
So a little bit of water.
It's
Not
I mean,
hurting it. You know
Yeah,
what
it's
I
not
mean?
hurting it at all. I
It
mean,
makes it
the-
taste
Nah,
terrible.
it's
It
not
makes it
hurting
taste terrible.
Yeah, huh?
Water in your drink makes it taste
No,
terrible.
but I'm talking about you just put just a little bit.
yeah, I know.
It's just so that you don't. You know,
I got you. I drink water in between. I'll drink, I'll go to the bar and be like, hey, give me a bottle of water. And I'll just chug that and be like, give me another drink. You know what I'm saying? And then in between, like, I think I do like 4 drinks and then 3 drinks, a bottle of water, and then back to it.
oh, so 3 to 1 bottle. Ratio.
Oh, I got this
That's
shit
what
down
he got
pat.
it
I got
already
it down.
broken
I know
down.
exactly
Gotta get
what
it in, I
sip.
guess.
I
Gotta
know
get it in.
exactly when I sip like one more of those and I'll be throwing up. Like one more of those and the night is over. Like
gotta know
you
your
know,
limit.
Yeah,
I-
you got to.
it's
Yeah.
been a long
Yeah.
time. It's
Yeah.
but
But I'm feeling that because I actually don't like water in it either.
tastes-
I'll sip
I don't
it
like
just
ice.
like that, or
I don't
or
even put I
ice.
don't put ice in anything. I hate
Yeah, I'll
ice.
definitely drink.
Like I cry.
If I'm gonna drink it straight, then I'll just have it just
So
as
do you
it is.
keep
and
Yeah,
yours
just put the bottle in the
at your
freezer.
home? Do you keep yours out like room temperature?
Yeah. Like when it comes to these sort of things, the only thing that does go in the fridge is going to be the eggnog
Eggnog.
because it has real milk in it.
Right.
The fruit punch has real juices in
So you wanna
there,
put that-
and the coffee is okay. I'll leave that one out. But everything else.
This guy's got me.
Yeah, then that was the one.
So
Right,
that
that's
coffee when you can put a shot
What
of
is
that
that
like,
one
in your-
again?
in your
Coffee?
It's
Coffee
like a
bourbon? or-
Kahlua, except I don't really know what they do with the Kahlua, but I always still say it's like
Black
a more
Joe.
natural
Kahlua
Kahlua.
seems kind of
Coffee,
Kahlua
like
creamy though.
creamy.
It's like a yeah.
Not the
it's-
Baileys. The Kahlua is like the dark one, right?
I
Or
think
does Kahlua
they both have cream,
They
some kind
both
of
have
cream
cream?
in it. I think, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken.
What's in Kahlua?
Black
Yeah, it's
Joe,
a
y'all.
little bit darker.
Oh, bartender. Oh, yeah, we got a
Yeah.
off-screen bartender that don't want
So
to know.
the
Black
Black
Joe.
Joe, we use Mayorga's Coffee, which is a local coffee company.
Yeah, I've had that before too. Yeah, it's
I
pretty
like
good.
their coffee. So it's a local coffee company. We make a simple syrup on site, and then we add our vodka. So that's it.
Y'all hear
So
that?
that's
Very
vodka.
clean.
The local
Yes.
companies working together. Don't miss that part.
Coffee
y'all.
flavored
Exactly. They're
vodka.
just down the street from us.
Right.
Yeah, so it's real
Community.
coffee.
Wow.
It's a
Community.
medium roast cold brew. Sorry.
Community.
Exactly.
They
Teamwork.
right down the street from y'all. Right.
Yeah.
Work together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, I go somewhere else when I can get it from you, and you right down the street.
there you go. Look, if I brought everything, you could literally stock your whole bar with just our products alone and have something for everybody that came over.
Right.
Nope, just whiskey.
So go check them out,
You don't have gas over,
and y'all can
Bring
do
your
that.
own.
Y'all
Nope,
can get
I'm
a
not
bottle of
surprised.
each one.
I was the one with the
Stock
house
it up
first.
and be done for the holidays.
No.
If you celebrate, you'll be all
So they
straight
drink
for the
what you
holiday.
drink, and,
Yeah, I was
whatever
the
you
one out of the group of guys that had the house first, and I supplied a lot of shit early. No, bring your own from now on. No, my refrigerator is off limits forever. No, it's like nah, it's not that bad. But yeah,
So you said your favorite one is the rye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the spiciness
bite.
there.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you one thing I like because they probably can't see this. Can we get this real quick? How you have the batch number, the barrel number, the bottle. You see what I'm saying? Like,
everything is done by hand.
Actually, you can see it. Right.
Everything.
It's
Like
done by hand. That's
sometimes
cool.
I will go in there and I'll bottle up and so that's really cool. So I put the labels on and I'll close it up and shrink wrap it. I always
Yeah,
wonder
that
how
just
that
give it
works,
that extra touch though, you know. Like,
Yeah.
it's like shit. I know
Right
that this
on
is
there.
right. This came out the
Right.
60-second barrel, and you know all that good shit. But I'm saying, that is pretty cool. Though.
Yeah,
Everything
twin
don't have to
back.
come from far away. Y'all can get
Yeah, you
excellent
can get it
products
from
from right here.
Right.
absolutely. And support local too.
And support local.
You know, that's what we're about. Support local. We had our support local
Support
month, and we're
local
constantly,
business,
you know,
so
shouting
it's
out
still
local.
going on. Still going
Yeah,
on.
I'm a support local as long as I'm
Always.
in, because ain't nobody in California gonna come, you know what I'm saying, rock with me when they, you know, whatever happens. They're not gonna come look out for you. They're not gonna, you know, Hennessy's not looking out for you. You know, they're not gonna. You know, it's a name, a faceless company. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely support local, the people in your neighborhood. But
And where can people go and get it?
no,
Can
no,
they go
no,
out there
no,
to
let's
get
get
it?
into it.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
So
No,
we
we
do.
don't, no, I just want to know, like, can they
asking
go to the
questions, Chuck.
distillery or they gotta get it from
So we do
places out?
tours every Saturday.
Okay.
And we can also accommodate private events. I've had some people do birthday parties. One of my girls, we had a birthday party. Another girl is DJ. Shout out to DJ L Groove. Hey. So that we just took over the distillery and it was just lit. So we had a really great time. But fundraisers or you know, if you just have a group of guys or bachelor party stops, you know, you're gonna do a tour and then go do some other stuff or
That's dope.
you know, ladies' day.
That's
That's
tight.
tight.
Lots of different things to do.
Come on, let's get hands
there
on.
we
Come
go.
on.
I would
Let's
love
Let's
to
get
see
hands
how
on
this
y'all
is
time,
Now,
y'all.
real quick.
Come on,
And
y'all.
right now, I got a question. The guy that said, "Stop asking questions." Ask a question.
See, damn.
Right.
Come on, what's
I do
up,
that.
what's
I bam out. I gotta let the bam out every now and again. You said single cast.
Yes.
What is for people that don't know? What's that?
So that means that after it was distilled and that's finished, then it goes into just one barrel. Whereas the 1812 is a couple different single barrels put together. So when you put different barrels together, it just changes the
flavors,
flavors
different-
and
yeah,
stuff
different
like that.
complexities
And
of
you'll
flavors.
notice that how blending two different bourbons together just kind of softens it up a little bit.
Cool.
Okay, I'm done now.
You ready?
Excellent explanation.
Yeah, I like
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So,
what you starting with,
are
man?
we going down the line, or do you want to
Yeah,
not
I-
do certain things, or?
I mean, we can go down. We can work down the line,
right,
and
so
whoever
I'll go-
doesn't want
exactly.
to,
Going down the
not
line.
want
if
to.
you want
I'm
to,
gonna
say,
taste like two.
if you
vodka
good,
guy.
just let me know.
I'm gonna taste like two. That's
Okay,
it.
so here,
Going out tonight.
We're just calling this. In the distillery, we call this Black Label, or we just call this Maryland Bourbon. So single cask bourbon with rye.
Okay.
So we're not gonna knock you out. You're gonna.
I'm gonna try, but just like only put like 2 drops. That's good.
Okay, I got you.
Like
I'll take
bare
I'll take
minimum.
less than what he. Yeah, okay. Because I got.
Oh, sorry.
I'm being conscious about working down the line, so
Okay.
yeah, I still got to talk and stuff.
I'll ease it up a little bit.
Still got. I still got to go home and shit. You know.
Like I'm just gonna stick my tongue in. Like I'm not even gonna.
Sure.
That's the same thing I said.
All right, here we go. That joint smell good.
Not even doing it.
Do you want some water cups?
Oh, yeah.
You want a cup of water? You want a cup of
I
water?
got that bite to it.
It's
yeah.
good.
Yeah, see,
Yes, it
some
do.
peppery notes.
Yes, it
The
do.
rye
Yeah.
is gonna do that.
Like for me, that was like, all right.
You say for you. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, because I like
Well, you
whiskey,
gotta- yeah,
so
about to say,
so
you
my
gotta
my
stronger,
my
yeah.
my palate. is a
So
little
we
different.
are only 4 years old, and so on the production side, we're established 2013.
So y'all don't have
production
nothing
started.
older than 4 years.
No, don't have anything older than
Right.
4 years.
Y'all gonna
and-
get there though. That's
right? Look,
Right. That's
with
awesome.
continued support,
Right.
Yeah.
we're growing. I mean, even
Where
since
if they get anything older than 4 years? I mean, let them build. Slow down. God.
even since I've been there, like we've expanded production wise. So when I first got there, we had we had some big stills, but we were just getting in like a 650 gallon still. So that was like 3 times our previous still. So now we were producing more, and now things have been just continually getting better. So now we have like a few really big
That's
stills
interesting.
that we're getting ready to put in production too. So
Now, real quick, how long does it take from the start to the finish, like to make a bottle of, bourbon
Sure.
or whatever the case may be?
So, mashing the grains.
Like I ain't hear that. Look at it.
So, first we gotta mash the grains. So we mash, ferment, distill, bottle, label. So mashing is kind of like heating up the grains to a certain extent, kind of releasing the sugars, and then you let it sit with the yeast, and that takes about 7 to 10 days. So it'll take like a few hours for the initial mashing, 7 to 10 days for the fermentation portion, where just really the yeast will just really expand and get all those sugars. And then the distillation process It used to take like all day, but with the bigger stills and everything in production getting better, it just takes a few hours to distill the mash, and then that point we're able to do like 3 tubs at one time, 2 or 3 tubs at one time, where we had to do like maybe like 1 tub at a time or 2
that's
tubs.
pretty cool.
So
Okay.
production is getting better. Then, so these are just about a year old. So like I said, 2.5 year is our oldest. And so we kind of have to keep these in rotation while the other stuff sits. And then that's also why we have a lot of flavors too, to kind of help compensate while we're sitting and while we're waiting.
Right.
So with continued support, we'll just keep growing and growing and getting better and better.
With continued
cool.
support,
That's cool.
y'all go check them out. Show them some support.
Yeah.
All right, so what?
All right. So ready for the next one? Or do you want to keep going?
Yeah, keep going, keep going, keep
All
going.
right. So next is the blended bourbon.
I mean, somebody shake jump tonight.
You want to?
A new cup.
Okay.
All right, so this
So
blended.
let's have
okay.
that as your toss cup.
All right,
So I'll just-
that's good. That's good.
Yep.
It's 2 drops. Just 2 drops.
So the 1812 is a blend. So the rye bourbon has the peppery notes, that little bit of bite to it. Then the wheated bourbon has the smoky sweet finish. So this one you're still gonna get some. Yeah.
Just a little bit.
You're still gonna get some peppery notes,
All right, thank you.
but it adds a little bit more kick to it.
Man, so you don't know nothing about that, man. You gotta watch the
You're telling
palate.
me?
You got your
What you
water?
talking about?
I'm laughing at her face.
Oh, my bad. All right. Now I thought you were talking about my shot of water, man. Like
No, I did the
go
water in
for
between
that.
too.
I'm trying to thoroughly taste everything.
That wasn't bad.
All right, now this one, yeah.
That wasn't bad, right? I like that.
I like this one right here.
Okay. So coming from
Yeah.
being
Those 2 in the same
That doesn't
family.
have that.
They're in the
that
same
doesn't have that
family,
big
yeah,
bite.
exactly.
So that was the
this one
the
has
black
that
label,
in it.
the
Right.
black label and the blended, right?
Yes.
So far,
So now we're into the rye.
This is
So
my shit
This
right
the one
here.
you like. This the one you like.
this is the one I like,
Right.
which is really weird. Some people might think like you like this one. It's really on the spicier
Yeah.
side.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here you go.
Oh no, you're good. I got plenty cups.
Oh, you got it?
All right. So this one is the rye, the 4-grain rye. So it's a majority rye. The rest is
the smallest drop.
Corn
I don't
barley
wanna waste it. I
nuts.
don't want to waste it.
True,
I'm
true.
literally just tasting it like that's
True.
the bare minimum. So I don't want to waste it. I don't want you to waste
All
it.
right. This one has more
I
bite.
blew it like.
So I got more bite to it. than that
Yeah, but but it's a different kind of bite.
Goofy.
It like
What's wrong with you?
I'm over here
lingers
blowing it
a
like
little
I'm
bit
so used to
more.
blowing food. I'm like, woo.
That kind of tastes like the 1812 a little bit. That's
So-
another smooth one too. I mean, you say you got bite though, so you say this one right here is smoother.
You know, actually, to me, that one is like spicier,
The-
and this one is more peppery.
The rye has
Yeah.
like the rye thing has it in the end. It's like
Yeah.
it's smooth, and then at
1812
the
is
end
nice.
of it has like a little like a peppery thing going on.
Now, where'd y'all get y'all names from? Like, what is it
So,
about 1812? Or is
Okay, so the owner actually lives on Twin Valley Court, so that's
Oh, there
where
we go.
Twin Valley
There you
came
go.
from, and it's like in Rockville. And then the 1812 is the War of 1812. Like a lot of he was inspired by the license plate, honestly, because it says War of 1812 on the Maryland license plate, at least for a certain amount of years.
Right.
And then the rye 1794 is the Whiskey Rebellion.
okay.
Yeah.
So it all
Cool,
makes
man.
sense.
Yeah, it all makes sense, right?
to the
Yeah.
makers.
Yeah.
All right, so
They got their own little story
this
behind
is-
each bottle.
What's this?
This is the apple.
No, I'm just glad. Go ahead.
This is the apple cinnamon whiskey.
Oh yeah, baby.
With, did you want to try that one too?
No, she can get mine. I don't like apple flavored.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not a
Whatever
flavor
reason,
guy.
It's too sweet to me for some reason.
You still want to try it?
Just a little bit.
Okay, I can give you a new cup.
Woo!
And then we'll definitely have to switch cups after this one. So it's the bourbon, apple juice, and
pull the
real
gin.
I
cinnamon
drank that a
sticks.
little bit.
Smells
It was
like Apple
good.
Jack.
Yeah. See, in terms of whiskeys, it's not like too intense. Like you can handle
Yeah,
that.
it smell like Apple Jacks when you first open up the top of Apple Jacks.
Delicious.
She's like savoring the flavor over there, like off camera.
Savor the flavor.
Yeah. So hot toddies, warm cider.
Ah,
It's
there
really
you go.
good.
Right.
Something like that. Going to a holiday
So I get
party,
new
they
cup
got
now,
a
right?
With your
crock pot going. Add some more spices in there if you
And that's
like.
the one you say with the cinnamon sticks in it?
Yep,
Y'all put that in
real
there,
cinnamon
right?
sticks in every bottle.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
the flavors. I just drink them straight. That was, but it's not bad. It's not sweet though. So if you like Fireball, I can see how you would, be into something like that.
Right.
Okay.
But it
so-
doesn't have that.
All right, so now this one is the eggnog made
Oh,
with
yeah.
our barreled rum and bourbon. different whiskeys. Some of the spices settle. We're using real spices, so just gotta shake it up a little bit. Even everything that has spices, it always settles. All right.
What is this one called?
This one is Olney eggnog. So
Lit.
Olney, Olney was the first farmers market that we were in. So it's a little tribute to the farmers market, which we are in every Sunday, and then in general we do farmers markets every week.
Okay.
So this one's gonna be good for the holidays. I'll give you. You want a little less, like a little.
Nah, that much is right there. It's good. I'm gonna take this one.
Can I get another one? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man, you're back there just watching it go down.
For real.
It's good.
Yeah. I could have just been pouring you up too.
Yeah, man. I don't think I don't think you need it behind the camera right now. You should come on
That's
over
good.
and.
Okay. So ramen, whiskeys.
It's not too strong. It's nice and.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So
like
the
that.
first
Very
3
nice, right?
that you tried were at least 90 proof. So that's gonna pack a
I think my
punch.
brother would
Right.
like
Then
that.
the apple cinnamon is 30% alcohol, so 60 proof. But this flavor is only 15% alcohol, so a little bit more than a glass of wine. And so I like to say you can use it as a coffee creamer as well.
Right. That's a good idea.
Put it on your ice creams, your
Right.
milkshakes.
I drizzle that over like a brownie, over like an edible brownie. Just drizzle that over top
There
of
you
that.
A little shot of that with a little shot of the coffee.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Right, the coffee
Yeah.
and what's the name?
Instead of
You
creamer,
know-
Right, make your own.
Sunday morning, you're gonna be back asleep after your
international
coffee.
delight my ass.
Well, you know, when the
Right.
holidays come, like, you know, people coming over your house or
Right.
you going over other people's house, that's great because you're
want
festive,
people to
but then you can be
relax.
lit at the same time.
Yeah, right.
That was all
That's
right.
good
Yeah.
and lit.
It was
at the
almost.
same time.
It was almost like, you know, when your uncle used to make the eggnog every year or whatever, but not as strong because he's just dumping and jumping over.
Right.
It's no method. His madness.
It's so interesting because depending on who you talk to,
Gotta skip
it's
this
like,
one. I gotta
oh,
skip this one.
you're going to skip the
Yeah, I
run?
gotta skip the run.
Okay.
Messing around. I still feel a little warm in my throat.
Okay.
That's the
From
whiskey,
the last
man. The
one.
I
whiskey,
gave you
man.
just like a little teensy bit.
Punch, right. Everybody
That's
eyeing that
cool.
fruit punch. All right.
That's
So
cool.
which one is this? This
That
what?
is the barreled rum. So we put it in a
Barreled
bourbon barrel. It's going to have like a little whiskey kick
Yeah.
to it. Yeah.
It's nice. I like
I
that.
know some people out there
That's a nice one right there.
Yeah,
that's into the
nice.
whiskeys.
It's nice. Super
Y'all can
nice.
support local company doing it with the
I'm
whiskey,
getting some of this.
the drinks.
I'm gonna hide it in my house though. I got a hiding spot in my house for all my liquor. and shit.
Got a little stash.
I got a hell of a stash.
Yeah, I wanna
shit.
try this one.
I don't drink it, but I got it. I got
You
it.
trying
It's
to-
there. I got a stash spot.
Sweet, this one.
All right, so the next one is the fruit punch, which is the barreled rum, strawberry, guava, mango, and pineapple juices. So it's similar to an island style rum punch, except it doesn't have spices and bitters like an island style
That's how
rum
I
punch.
feel.
The island dance.
That's how I feel on this.
No, not this one. But I did make a rum punch. I like a more true. I did up the
Your parties
simple
be
syrup.
lit.
We have a good time. Let me tell
I'm
you
out after this,
something.
but I think I'm good.
And I was doing.
Right.
Never mind. Let me not incriminate myself.
Yeah.
So
Let's
off
not.
camera,
On the
off camera,
break.
yeah, off
Yeah, but we did have a
Smell
party
good.
back in the day, and our juice was called
Say it. Say it.
purple booty juice.
I knew it had the word booty in it. I saw your
got
mouth.
the
I knew.
booty.
You know,
Booty
it
juice,
was like
booty
booty
juice.
juice.
Booty
Booty
juice.
juice.
You know that
song?
You like that?
It's like that.
It's like booty juice. Booty.
See, I remember booty sweat. Ain't it a
Song or
booty sweat?
something.
You gonna find that?
Yes.
So we were listening to that when we were
song.
making it. We're like, oh, booty. And then
Hey, purple booty juice.
because with all the different, like it had blue curacao in it, and then it also had like several other fruit juices, so it was purple.
Right.
That's what's up.
So we call
So
it
it's
purple
epic.
booty.
That booty
An
juice.
epic moment
Yeah.
in history.
Yeah.
It tastes like
This joint is on
it tastes
point.
like a grown up version of like a grown up's Alizé. Like whatever Alizé was trying to do, but like a
More
grown up
sophisticated.
version. Like
That joint, you can definitely take.
it's
that
like
one
being
straight, bro.
21 in the club and being 30 in the club. It's like a grown up version.
Yeah.
You got it together. That joint was nice.
I
though.
like that one. Though. Yeah.
Not a fan of the fruity though, but I mean that wasn't bad.
That joint is very
It wasn't
good.
bad at all.
That one you can enjoy right on ice or with something carbonated or make slushies out of it. That's really popular.
Oh, slushies,
People love to make slushies out of that one. We also have one in that same family, like a line called Port Antonio. So that one is called Port Antonio Fruit Punch, which is pineapple ginger. So that's ripe pineapple, fresh ginger, rice, and several spices with more pineapple juice, and that one. So people really love those. And then
Get you
also
all the way
in that
right.
line, also in that line we have sorrel. Like I was telling the sorrel.
Not sorrow, but
no,
yeah,
SORREL.
There we
So
go,
all my
sorrel.
West Indians and or in the Spanish world it's Jamaica.
and that's a rum
That's
or
hibiscus.
it's a hibiscus.
That's what I know
Yeah.
it
Shit,
as.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I know it as.
Yeah, you go to like
Hibiscus.
any
The tea.
Jamaican restaurant
Yeah.
or something, you know. You
So
see
it's
that
hibiscus flavored liquor.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, that's a real
That's what's
Yes,
up.
but I was out of that in my sample case, so I didn't have that one with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, this, now real fast. This would actually be good. But I used to take a Corona, drink the neck out of the bottle, and then pour like Alizé into it. Like in the summertime when it's too hot to drink, but you want a beer, but you want something alcoholic like a cookout or something. That would be perfect.
So Corona with the Alizé.
Yeah,
That's
well,
how you
I would
do
pour
it.
it with this.
You saying you would do
Fuck
that?
Alizé.
Right,
This is some
right.
grown up shit right here. No, I would take the neck, pour the neck out, or drink the neck worth of beer out of it, and pour that in there. Fill it up. It'll turn a light pink.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
the move,
with
man.
that.
Yeah, okay.
But the fruity works good with the beer.
Right.
It's a nice like summertime cookout type of joint. Yeah,
Okay. I'm gonna have to try something like that.
I've been drinking a long time.
Wednesday you're wrong, baby.
I used to do the hypnotic for me. It would turn it green, and then
Right,
the other
right,
would turn
right,
it.
right,
Yeah,
right, right.
His and hers.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't want to reach over. Can you
Sure,
pass
go
me?
ahead. Which one? This one?
Yes.
So what's
This
that
one. You
vodka?
stop
All right,
that.
this
The bottle's
is-
heavy, y'all. They got some weight to them.
They're
They
glass.
pretty.
They're glass.
They glass. They gonna make your bar look really nice.
They actually make
Yeah.
nice
they
afterwards. Make like
Yeah.
nice lamps, like a nice small
Oh,
table
you
lamp.
said like a
Turn-
lamp style.
I knew a guy that was turning the liquor store was turning old bottles into lamps.
Hmm.
It's a nice shape for a lamp. It's heavy.
You still want the little teeny taste.
Yeah.
Oh,
just
yeah,
teeny
little bit.
tiny.
I'm not a vodka guy.
Okay, so Norbeck vodka because
Norbeck.
like Norbeck Road, the distillery is on East Goody, which is like off of Norbeck Road, and so it's right there by us, and we have deer everywhere, and so it's like really fitting to have a deer on this label. With
They
the,
paying homage to their local area, y'all.
yeah.
Hey,
Nice, pretty deal on the bottle.
laughing.
Look at that. Got some nice artwork
Can we
on
get a-
each bottle.
Can we get? Oh Lord have mercy.
It's not just thrown together. You can tell they putting thought behind it.
It smells.
Oh, you were saying? Okay, cool. Yeah, that's nice.
What? I mean, yes.
Yeah, you said you were like,
Yeah,
That's
for
not bad.
that one.
yeah, that's all right.
Okay, so
Oh, it's supposed to be
yeah,
taken
so
this
this is a corn vodka.
Said corn.
It's nice and light.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm about to say
Yeah.
it does have that.
Nice and light.
Take that.
it's not like overwhelming. Some vodka is just like you
Right.
know.
Yeah.
This is like that's different. You know,
Right. Nice
okay,
and light. I can do that.
yeah. And we're using that
Mixed
for
with a little bit of Sprite.
There you go.
Several
Several
dash of
different
orange
things.
juice in there.
It's tight.
That is our gin
Oh,
there.
you know I gotta taste that one.
Now, okay. Now I am not
Yeah,
a gin
lover of
person.
life, gin.
It tastes like it smells like Band-Aids. Gin has
Gin
a.
is that Seagram shit, right?
Yeah,
That's gin?
it smells like
gin and
Band-Aids,
juice
doesn't
and
it?
all that.
The
Yeah.
It's
Juniper.
called
Then
Okay,
people-
there you go. You would know better than I would.
Lord Whimsy Gin.
Yeah.
Lord Whimsy Gin. Get into it.
Now where'd that name come from?
Okay,
Who would
so
want to say?
one of our guys at the distillery, so he helps like with production. He used to have a brewery around the corner from us, but when he went out of business, we took his grains and his beer and made a malted whiskey out of it. That one was bomb, but that whole everything sold out. But this was a beer can idea that he had, and so he didn't use it, so he gave it to us.
Oh, that's
for
pretty
it.
cool.
So it's like
tight.
there's a dog and he's a detective, and it's like from a story.
I like how all y'all stuff has like a story behind it. Like
Behind
it's
each
not just
bottle.
it's like it's
And
a
did
story
y'all hear
behind
the
it.
part
Pretty
just now
honorable, though.
where the man didn't use it and he gave it to them?
That's
He
honorable,
wasn't
man.
selfish. He didn't hoard it for himself, knowing he wasn't going to use it. He went ahead and let them use it.
Right.
That's pretty honorable.
I mean,
they
he probably
used
bought
it.
it from
Right.
and he got some percentage.
Right. But,
But
you know,
He's a
still, it was
businessman
like,
at the same
and
time,
he,
yeah.
I mean, he's there regularly, so he's there helping with production now. He has a
Right.
lot of expertise, and he also does a lot of our
The advantages of local.
right.
Absolutely,
Juice, right?
absolutely.
Hennessy won't do that for you.
So the gin is infused
Ooh,
with
I like this.
coriander, angelica root, juniper berry, and orange peel.
Okay, so
Exactly.
it's
It's a little bit
Exactly.
sweeter than
I
the
went into
vodka.
it thinking like that secret shit, but nah, that's actually pretty.
Tangeray, you're doing it wrong.
See,
Like,
there
for
you
real,
go.
this is not it's not bad.
Not bad at all.
It doesn't have that Band-Aid smell. You know what I mean? That
No, it's pretty
whatever
good,
that
though.
is in gin that just is.
And they got that citrus,
Yeah.
whatever that citrus,
orange
the
peel.
orange peel, yeah.
Really balances it out. Like I am absolutely not a gin drinker, but that like if I had to drink gin, I would hope that I could only drink our gin because
I see
it's
what
so
you're saying.
easy. Like, and I've mixed it with like some flavored sparkling water, something like that. So
Nah, that's cool.
it's really easy.
It is easy to drink. Easy to drink.
And now we done made it to the end of the line, and we have
Black Joe.
Yeah.
good old Joe.
Sounds like somebody I know.
Yeah, now I'm actually
Black
interested
Joe
in
from
trying
down
this
the
one. So this
street.
is
You know what I
coffee
seen?
and
You know what I seen yesterday? Black Joe.
Black Joe.
Not light skin Joe, Black Joe.
Black Joe. Black Joe.
Okay, so again, I'm gonna mix it up because the vanilla beans settle.
Okay.
So medium roast cold brew from Mayorga, simple syrup on site with Madagascar vanilla beans that we are scraping ourselves, and then we add our vodka. So this one I like to say you'll never have a case of the Mondays again with this stuff. It's so corny, I know.
Right.
Super cheesy, but you know, you notice with these drinks here, just the different flavors, and it's a lot easier to drink. The owner is actually a retired chef, so his culinary influence is all throughout. So
Oh, that's sweet. Oh, yeah.
yeah, hot coffee, cold coffee, creamer directly in
Oh man, that's it right there.
it. Yeah,
That's it right
coffee
there. I'm glad we
martini,
ended with that one.
chocolate martini.
Yeah, that was a nice way to end it.
I make
That- yeah,
caramel
that was-
fraps
that
at
was
home.
nice.
Spike my caramel frap.
I would mix that with the
It's
eggnog.
really sweet. That joint is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
So this one is just
Wow.
like a cup of Black Joe, right? But we also have one with caramel, and so that
Ooh.
one is
Oh,
called
shit.
dulce de
That probably
leche,
be
right? So the caramel cream. I do mix those two together because they are two different consistencies. So
Right.
that's the same idea with that.
Right.
For all my
Enjoying that
teachers,
together.
all the teachers out there,
Make your cup of
What?
Coffee
This
in the
cup of
morning.
Joe before you go into work.
coffee in the
For
morning.
real, for real.
Them kids be bad.
Hey, you be
Need a
perky
little
in the
help.
mug.
Right.
Because it's the
In
caffeine
moderation.
yeah, perks you up. Spirits kind of mellow you out.
Don't be
a
the
little.
drunk teacher.
Be the
Pulled up.
Like you said, yeah, enjoy responsibly and, you know.
Mommy, she was
everything
falling
in
asleep all at the
moderation.
desk.
See, what you do is you take a shot as soon as you wake up. So then you kind of, so then by the time you get there, it's worn off.
Right.
It's terrible. It's terrible. It was good though. I liked it. I actually
Joe.
liked that one, and I
I like
like
that fruit joint.
the rye was
That
dope.
fruit joint on point.
I'm not a fan of fruit, but the fruit was okay. I mean, they were all good. The
That joint was
eggnog
on
was dope. I like the eggnog. I think I'm gonna have to give me an eggnog. Yeah. And the whiskey. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. I'm sorry. I tried. I'm back. She did it. It's her fault. Simone did it. So. Mr. Ebony Simone did it. So, anybody?
Yeah.
Any
I was
favorites?
gonna say one last tag. I mean, so Twin Valley Distillers. You
Yeah.
say it's Montgomery County's
Yeah.
finest, oldest, all that.
The first legal distillery since Prohibition, because people like to tell us that we're not the only distillery, but they do that in their backyard. So we're the first distillery in Montgomery County. We're in Rockville. Everything's super local at Twin Valley Distillers for Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And I'm Ebony Simone _SAMONE. If you want to
That's cool.
follow my craziness. I'm
And you
all
say
over
if
the
they
place.
mention
We do. We wanna
Two
follow
Real
the
Radio. You said
Thank you
if
for
they mention
bringing
Two
us
Real
the
Radio, they get
products.
20% off if they mention Two Real Radio.
Um,
Or was it 30%? What you said something? I thought you said.
How about
something
you
along
come
those lines.
see me at the farmer's market? We can talk about something.
Okay,
So,
okay. No, I'm just
Y'all want come on, let me get into
support
this.
though, man. We gotta support
Local,
local, man.
support local,
Gotta
man. You
support
got to
local.
do that. You'll go give Hennessy all your money. You'll go give all these other people your money, man. And I'm telling you from experience right now, the product is
Goody.
And it's fresh
Yep.
too. I mean,
Yeah.
it tastes like
Man,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Goody
Like, it's not
Drive,
like
y'all.
the-
Rockville, Maryland.
And they've been on a truck for,
Yeah,
for
truck
a truck
traveled
for
here,
2 months
traveled
and
there.
sitting
It's
in a
like,
warehouse
nah,
for 2 months. You know, yeah, nah, this is official. Everything is. I like this coffee, man. I really do.
Twin Valley
I gotta
Distillers.com.
I gotta try the mix. That mix will be mean. That mix will be mean.
With a farmer's market.
Farmers markets every Saturday downtown Silver Spring.
That's
that's
right
my joint.
there. Y'all know that's right
I
there.
walk right.
Exactly.
That's right there. Y'all going up there to the
Okay,
DSW
so-
anyway.
9 to 1.
Street, Ellington, or something like
Ellsworth.
that.
Ellsworth Drive.
Y'all going up there to
right
get
by the
something to
movie
eat.
theater.
Y'all
She
going
won't-
to the movies.
I
Y'all going to
passed
the
this one.
DSW. Go
So-
check her out from 9 to 1
I go
up
there every
Silver
Saturday.
Spring.
I go to the market. That's market and the market Sunday. I go Saturday and Sunday markets, and she won't let me stop. She doesn't.
Y'all
me,
take
me,
a
and-
good
me and
look.
whiskey. She
Y'all
doesn't
can't
let me.
miss her. Y'all see her. Y'all can't miss her. Go
Yeah.
check her out.
Sometimes I bounce to different.
What's the price point? How much money they need to bring to get at least a bottle?
Okay, so depending on where you get it, we are in DC as well. So I know I've done tastings at Cleveland Park before, and really we're all over different parts of DC. So just check us out and put in your zip code to find out exactly where we are. But they will range from, on the flavored side, probably $25 to $30, and then on the non-flavored side, depending on what store has it, we're talking probably like $35 to $42.
That's not bad though. That's
Yeah.
not bad at all.
So 25 to 42, somewhere up in there.
Fresh,
Depending on
too,
what
yeah.
flavor.
Depending
I
on
mean,
what
that's,
flavor
that's
you
right
want.
with
That's not bad.
right,
That's what I'm
right
saying.
there.
If you
Right.
buying a bottle, that's what you gonna spend
Right.
anyway.
Yeah.
And you get something fresh, and you get to
Fresh,
support
and you
something
get to
back
support
home, too,
local.
something local.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
And you gonna like it, so.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna like it.
Yeah,
No
right.
complaints. No complaints.
Right.
Not
Come
a
do
vodka
some
guy.
tours.
And if you
have
don't,
some
if you
fun.
buy one and you don't like it, stock it in your bar and go get another one. Somebody's gonna
Just
like
grab,
it.
just
You
grab
know
a
what I
few.
mean?
Grab you a
few,
whiskey.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Grab you a bourbon. Grab you a vodka.
Yeah,
grab you.
right.
Definitely get this coffee one. If you're a coffee drinker in the morning and your boss is an asshole, get that, man. You need that.
For real.
You need that. Kids an asshole. Kids be assholes too.
Yeah,
You get
right.
that. Sometimes carpool
real.
sucks.
You gotta
Get
do-
that. Get that.
That's it.
Get that. Oh man. Thank you for coming
Yeah,
through.
we
Thank you.
definitely-
Thank you so much.
Definitely appreciate it, yeah.
I definitely got a couple
Had a great
favorites.
time.
Like I said, mix this with the Corona. Trust me. Alcoholic knowledge. Go ahead. But thank you for coming through. Thank you so
Appreciate it
much.
tremendously.
Thank you. And then, once we get off, we can do get some cups going.
Right.
Gotcha,
If you guys
gotcha.
want to do something.
After show.
Yeah.
The show after the show.
Well, it's officially lit. I am your man C.
Jen Strong, lover of life. We was in here once again, y'all.
Yeah.
Ebony Simone.
See,
Ebony
that's
Simone.
there you go. See, hey, your man Chuck. That's what's up.
In his own box.
Two Real Radio. See y'all next week.
Peace. That's a good one, man. Excellent.
Thanks.
Just off the tasting, I'm like, okay.
2, 24, 26, 32 ounce pretty blue. Stuff in your puff pig, snuffing with my buck stick. 22 cent booty pig, 24 make movie flick, 26 mile high.